Hello there, and welcome to another episode of World of Tanks at Ungainly Titan. As you can see, I've purchased the Marder 38T, and I have had a few games in it. One of them is here in Overlord. Now, I would really love to be able to show battles at all the stages for all the packages of these tanks, maybe even a couple of battles to give you a proper flavour of the tanks as I move along towards tier 10. However, I really don't have the upload capacity to upload that many videos. I have another problem with today's video that is broke down in the upload. So we're going to stick to the highlighted game approach that I've been taking all along. So this is one of the better games that I've had recently in the Marder 38T. Not sure what package I'm on at the moment, or what package I was on in this game. But so far I've found it to be pretty, pretty much similar to the Marder. I have 100% crew. I had enough crew overtrained sufficiently well that I started out with a 100% crew, and I'm training Mentor on the basis that I'll probably swap it out for 6 cents when they get to 100%. But 6 cents is a perk which only works 100%, whereas Mentor will give me some boosts from the get-go, so to speak, and those boosts work out as needing fewer experience for the next skill. So I'll probably, like I said, swap it out for 6 cents. I've been pretty cautious as well in this game, particularly at the start, because I'm bottom tier. It's a tier 6 game. There are tier 6 tanks that could probably penetrate with me with high explosives and one-shot kill me without too much trouble. So mostly I hang back at this corner and hope to take some pot shots at tanks that are in that road ahead, or anything that attacks across the ridgelines in front of me. I don't get the customers I was expecting, because our tanks are actually pushing over the ridgeline and engaging the enemies without from locations where I can't support them. And if I had to go right up there at the ridgeline with them, I wouldn't last very long. So we're losing tanks. Now we're killing tanks as we're losing tanks, but we're not, what's the word? We're not pulling ahead, we're not gaining any advantage, and there's a rather alarming gap opening up there on the western side of the map, between that sort of central field and the lower ground to the west of it. And there's a KV-1S coming in through there. Plus, we've nobody down on the beach, and there's bound to be some enemy tanks down on the beach as well. That KV-1 looks like it's in serious trouble as well, and again, I can't support him, so I'm going to encourage him to try and pull back, so that at least I have a chance of getting a shot at the AC-4 experimental, whatever that is. I think it's a new tank that's come out recently, but I haven't really run across them. Now he is falling back. The AC-4 seems to have changed location and targets, but there are 3 tanks up there. There's 4 tanks really if you take into account that whole area. There's a tank appeared down at the beach area, and that KV-1S or whatever it was that we spotted earlier on is still active. And the enemy have pulled a tank ahead. So somebody's up against the Hetzer, but I don't have a line of sight on it. I'm not too sure what to do at this point in time. Do I support the guys in the middle? Well, there's the AC-4 experimental. Take a hurried snapshot and it doesn't succeed, but the Ripper manages to get rid of him. So we're still holding even, but we're not well positioned in my opinion. We have tanks that aren't really supporting each other. Those two tanks on the western side of the map are out of reach of the rest of us. They're pretty much on their own, and I don't think they can support each other. In fact, the medium is head down into the low ground, so he's not going to be... nobody can give him direct assistance, and he's run into an enemy medium tank. And he's on fire, which is always not good. So I'm going to push forward to get a clearer shot on the base area. I was hoping that I might get there in time to help, but it looks like the guy who's gone down is dead. So I'm coming up here, and then I've got to check the battlefield. The Hetzer is engaging one of our tanks, but he's gotten destroyed. So that has enabled us to come back. So I'm going to now check out the situation with regard to that tank down on the ravine coming up from the beach. Artillery put a shot in my general direction there, and I'm kind of requesting cover, but I don't know if I'm going to get any or not. But as I approach here, there doesn't seem to be any sign of anyone, so the medium has decided not to come up this way. And there's the flak bus that we fired on earlier on in the middle, and we missed that shot. It's a bit too hurried, but we take this with more deliberation. And we have him taken out as well, so now we're still on 11 tanks kills each. So we have the same number of tanks left, and about the same kind of distribution like we have. So now we're down a tank. That was a quick adjustment there, and here's the Firefly coming after our heavy tank. VK3601H. So I should be able to put shots through the side of a Firefly if I can manage to get a direct hit on it, which I do, and we get rid of him. But now there's only 2 versus 2, and well, the advantage should be on our side. We have a medium and an artillery versus a heavy and a tank destroyer. I'm going to push forward and act as scout. This guy seems to be determined to hang back as much as possible, and I don't like the idea of giving too much what's the word? Too much initiative to the enemy. I really should have checked the map at this point to see what kind of medium tank that tank is. If it's a higher tier tank, it's a good chance it'll actually outspot me, and it probably is a higher tier tank. And we look at it's an M4, so yeah, there's actually a good chance the M4 will outspot me, and there he is. I was pretty fortunate that I hadn't gone far from the building there. Looks like he's firing HE as well, but the heavy tank's gone around one way and put a shot into him, so I'm going to go around from a different direction, so he can't effectively take both of us out simultaneously. He's got to point his gun in one direction only. So we're here, and now we should really get a side shot, and we get one decent hit. And he hasn't moved back into cover, so we get the second hit, and that's it. That's him out of the game. Now there's only the artillery left, so the odds really have shifted in our favour. So I'm just going to push towards the middle now. Just come over the top here, see what's going to be seen. I don't really expect to see the artillery anywhere around here. I reckon he's back at the base, or he's moving on our cap circle, depending on how brave he is. So I come up over the top. It's bushes, it's not great, but it might disguise me for momentarily. I don't see anything now. I don't have sixth sense in it or anything like that on this tank, so I'd only notice if I was spotted if I got it detected up, which means that I would also have to be looking in the direction of the tank that spotted me. So far our luck is holding though. No shots have come my way. I've seen nothing, and I have been kind of scanning the map, and I haven't had a detected come up either. But that is much more of a long shot, because there is a, I don't know, 4 maybe 6 second delay from, certainly some kind of seconds of delay in a detected coming up when you're looking at the tank that has spotted you. I'm not sure how much of a delay That is though, but it is somewhat of a delay. I would drive through the cap circle because I actually want him to know we're in this general direction. I don't want him heading towards our cap circle. I want him actually preferably heading back to defend his own if possible. My instinct at the time was that he'd actually gone down to the beach and he was going to head for our cap circle in that direction. The heavy tank has decided to go for their cap circle on the basis, I suppose, that it would draw out the artillery if he doesn't want to lose the game. I've never understood players that hide their tanks at the end of the game, just hanging in there for mere survival. If there is the opportunity, or at least if they have ammunition left, to attempt to affect the match. I mean, once, twice, okay, I've been without ammunition. Even then I was trying to figure out if there's a way I could sort of ram the enemy tank and get that last bit of damage. However, you get quite a few players that won't. They'll just let the cap timer run down. This guy obviously isn't one of them. He's come out there, he's taken out the heavy tank, which was nice going with one shot, because that heavy tank actually had a decent amount of hit points left. And he's around here somewhere. Now, I should have better view range than artillery, but depends on who's facing the right direction. I mean, we're both got kind of fixed guns, and there he is. And he spotted me, and I've missed. And he has fired, and he's missed. So that's my game. Because I'm going to reload twice faster than he's going to reload once. So we've taken him out. 4 kills, 7 damaging ribbons, victory. All enemy vehicles destroyed. And this results in a loss, because I used way too much premium ammunition. I must have accidentally switched over to premium ammunition. I didn't realise that I was doing it. Another one of my bad habits. But we get a second class mastery. 647 damage, which is not a lot for 7 penetrations, but quite a few of them are very low hit point tanks. Despite the low number of damage points that we've actually inflicted, we come third by experience because we were a bottom tier tank. And we had picked up a bit of assistance damage as well, worth a couple of rounds of fire from somebody's part. So overall, I think it's going to be a decent enough tank. It's going to be easy enough to play through it, and I'm quite happy to play through it. So I'll see you again. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.